back, guys. I'm the Painted Wookie, and this is episode 11 of Warhammer Imperium, the vlog. In this episode, we're going to go through issue 11. And with issue 11, we get our Phobos librarian and a dry brush. Okay, I am sorry to say that I have failed miserably in my quest to go week by week with this magazine. I am now kind of 10 to 13 issues behind release with the episode, and it's near impossible to keep up with it, especially when you have a 9-to-5 job, kids, and very little time for hobby. So I'm actually quite proud that I've gotten this far. So yeah, we'll see how it gets, see if I can do anything, but yeah. Anyways, enough of me chatting, let's get down to this, okay? In this issue, we're going to be looking at the Librarian for Warhammer. We're going to give it a name and everything. The Librarius, so for the Space Marines. Eldritch Artifice for Necrons. We're going to build the Librarian, paint him, and then we're going to be looking at the playthrough 11, which is the Psychic Assault. Librarian in Phobos army. Stealthy psychic warrior. The Librarians are the Space Marines' psychic warriors. They use their potent warp talents to empower their brothers and destroy their opponents. Librarians who serve in vanguard formations wear Phobos armors and specialize in psychic disciplines of stealth and misdirection. Librarian Phobos armor war gear. We have our psychic hood. All Librarians wear these devices when they go to battle. A psychic hood amplifies the psychic power of the wearer and protects them against attacks by enemy psykers. A camo cloak, chameleon line cloak, shift colour to match the surroundings, camouflaging the wearer. We got the Librarius keys. 4 swords. A Librarian can channel the destructive energies of the warp through this blade and into the bodies of its victims. And then we have Librarius badges. Librarians display the icons of the Librarius upon their armour. These symbols are usually worn upon the knee pads and right shoulder pads of their power armour. And the campaign badge. Imperial forces serving in the same area of operations display these badges to identify themselves. To serve as a Librarian in the vanguard, one must master the discipline of obscuration. To learn these powers requires decades of dedicated training. The result, however, speaks of them for themselves. In my time serving with the vanguard, I have drawn upon the Imperium to cloud the sense of the foe, guide the strikes of my battle brothers, conjure nightmares from the shadows, adjust the flow of time, and pluck valuable secrets from the minds of the unwary. With my aid, the vanguard may strike where the enemy least suspects, sowing confusion and terror in the ranks of our enemies. Maecellus Vestus, Epistolari Ultramarines. Battle record time. So we're going to name our Librarian, give it a title, name their war gear, and so forth. For the name, we're going to look back at issue, God knows what, that is background B1. So, first name first. Okay, so we got 13, which is Kaio. Second name. Our second name is 26. So we have Kadron. So our Librarian name is Kaio Kadron. For the title, background 1 as well. This time we're going to go on to a D3. So let's see, we roll 6s, so that is 33. The prefix is 33, Paladin. Ooh, Paladin. The suffix is 43, so that is 22. Paladin of Ajax. Our Librarian is Kaio Kadron, Paladin of Ajax. Now we do Librarian ranks. Our Librarius ranks. As they gain in experience and power, Librarians progress through the ranks of the Librarius, from Lexicanium to Codicea to Epistolary. Okay, so rank is, okay, so it's a D3, 1d3. Let's see what we get. 4 Codicea. Sword. is background 4, I think. Yeah, because it's melee weapons. Okay. So, D33, and we got 34. Before that is 22. Ooh. Final. Again, for the Suffice, we got 46. That is 23. Final punishment. The librarian is called Codicea Ko Cadron, Paladin of Ajax, and his war gear is the final punishment. Dun dun dun! Space Marine Librarians. Each Space Marine chapter has its own librarians, a group of warrior mystics and scholars. Space Marine Librarians have spent decades mastering their psychic talents to lend their chapter wisdom and fearsome power in battle. So, ranks of the Librarian, we have the Chief Librarian. The strongest and most psychically powerful Librarian in the chapter holds the rank of Chief Librarian. Librarians in this position draw upon centuries of studies and personal experience to offer invaluable tactical advice to their chapter master. Epistolary, ranking second only to the Chief Librarian, epistolaries are amongst the most powerful and experienced librarians. Codicea, lexicaniums who excel in their duties may be promoted to Codicea. Codicea are responsible for evaluating and approving reports written by lexicaniums and finalising their entry into the chapter's archives. So that is what our librarian is. Lexicanium acolytes who complete their training become lexicaniums, the lowest rank of librarian. Lexicaniums are expected to fight alongside their brothers in combat. They also write the detailed reports on the battles of war and wars their chapter is involved in. And acolytes, potential librarians, are drawn from those Space Marine recruits who possess strength of will and great psychic power. They must go through decades of brutal training to harden their will before they can become a full librarian. Witchfire and Warflame. To see a librarian in battle is to see an unstoppable force. Crackling warp energy surrounds his armoured form, his eyes lit with barely a contained power. With a flick of his hand, he may alter the flow of time, allowing his allies to strike the opponent's flank before they can respond, or he may unleash a bolt of sizzling lightning to fill a score of foes. Betide the enemy psyche who attempts to stop his advance. For the librarian wields this might with practices, discipline and terrible ferocity. I myself have seen a librarian nullify the psychic powers of a chaos sorcerer before, unleashing a bolt of witchfire that burned the heretic's eyes from his skull and sent him screaming into oblivion. Praise the librarians, brothers, for with them at our side few foes can stand before the Adeptus Astartes. Lieutenant Lucian Calcius, Ultramarine 2nd Company. Eldritch Artificer. War gear of the Necrons. The armories of the Necron race are filled with technology that predates the very birth of the human race. They are as lethal as they are ancient. Melee weapons are favoured by Necron nobles and their bodyguards, who wage war according to ancient Necron traditions of honour. Many of these weapons are seen as much a symbol of status as they are potential instruments of destruction. War Scythe, Staff of Light, Rod of Covenant, Dispersion Shield, Hyperphase Sword, or Void Blade. Missive, Nephilim Scepter. Let the vermin come. Their weapons are pathetic. Their armour provides them scant protection. Even the greatest of their warriors carry war gear that a Necron would not see fit to arm his lowliest peons with. Explosive bullets, adamantine blades, their crude methods of making war are laughable. Our weapons possess the power to raze cities to the ground, burn the atmosphere from planets, and obliterate the stars themselves. We have bound gods to our will and turned them into weapons. We need fear nothing save for the aged death of the galaxy itself. The secrets of the universe are known to us, and we shall wield them as we please. We are Necrons, and the galaxy is ours. Thalkar, Cryptip of Nihilic Dynasty. So here's the Phobos Librarian build. I've added a bit of pieces of sprue and rock like always, and some of the Necron head from issue 9, 10 sprue, so the Necron Warrior sprue. I've glued everything in place. It's quite large. Yeah, it's quite a big mini with loads of places. I think I made a mistake by gluing that, so I might have to go with my hobby knife and remove it after I've primed it. But we'll see. I think I can get to all those areas without any issues. I think. If not, I'll just leave them black. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is assembled. Okay. Anyways, let's go down to painting. The Psychic Assault. A master of psychic powers, the librarian stalks the corridors of the Necron crypts in search of his battle brothers. As he attempts to navigate the obsidian depths, Canoptek scarabs scurry forth from their hidden places, intent on devouring the librarian before he can bring his warp powers to bear. Space Marine Vanguard have been dispatched to locate and assist their battle brothers on Megaria. First to breach the Necron's lair is the Primaris librarian. Unfortunately, his movements have attracted the attentions of a swarm of Canoptek scarabs and the Royal Warden. Purge and devour. Throughout the Necron crypts, Canoptek scarabs have been redirected from their prepare and construction tasks to attack and destroy intruders. The movements of the Primaris librarian have attracted the attention of these lethal creatures. Under the direction of the Royal Warden, they scuttle and soar towards their prey. Smite the Necrons. Clad in camo cloak and Phobos armor, the Primaris librarian moves steadily, using his psychic powers to track his allies through the alien complex. Before he can lend his warp powers to the Space Marine forces, he must survive the Scarab's ambush. Doing so will require use of sword, bolt pistol, and his potent psychic might. We are looking at psychic powers. So this page contains the decisions and new rules you will be needing in order to follow the Aegis playthrough. You will also need to have the rules reference section of A playthrough 10 to hand. Read through the new rules and datasheet below before you turn to the playthrough. So you get Psyche, and we get a psychic power, a key, mortal wounds, some weapons and ability to inflict mortal wounds. Each mortal wound inflicts 1 point of damage on the target unit, and they are always applied one at a time. No saving throws, not even invulnerable saves, can be made against mortal wounds. And we also have how to fly for the Carab model with fly. Can move over other models when they make a normal move, advance, fallback or charge. Model with fly can ignore vertical distances and they make a normal move and advance or when they fall back. It is psychic, so we do turn phases move, psychic shoot right now, and charge and fight. Alright, so those are the new kind of the new fighting phase. Okay, so the new phase in turn phase. Okay guys, so We are on mission 12. Sorry, 11. Mission 11, and we got the Psycho Librarian, the Codicer. Let me just get his name. The Codicer Kaio Kadron, Paladin of Ajax, against the Necron Overlord. And the Necron Overlord is called Unkar the Destroyer, Conqueror of the Unworthy, Hunter of the Vermin. And it's Scarab Swarms, 3 of them. Okay, so we got to introduce a new phase, which is the Psychic phase. Okay, and it's Space Marines' turn first, and basically whoever is left standing wins the game. Now, let's see. I can move. Could potentially move and charge first. How much movement is 6? Let's move. Yeah, let's move. Why not? We'll move there, and then we'll do some psychic. So it's a 5+ for smite to go off, and it goes on a 9, and it's D3 mortal wounds. Only 1. That is rubbish. So that is 1 mortal wound on the closest. So we got, so Scarabs have 4, sorry, so that is 3 wounds. Pistol, yeah, it's 12 inch, so it's a 3+. Yes, goes, and it's strength 4 versus toughness 3, so that is a 3+. Yeah, so 3+. Yeah, 3+. Nothing. Charge time. Charge time. Yeah, it will go. Okay, let's see what we get. 5. So that, and then an inch pile in. Okay, so we got our melee weapon, our force sword, which is 4 attacks on a 3+. Rubbish. Okay, rubbish. Only 2 go through. 2 go through, and we have 5 versus 3. That is a 3+. Only 1. Only 1 goes through. It's a D3 though. D3. Only 1 wound. And it doesn't save it actually, because it's 6+ and it's -3 AP. So we are looking at now 2 wounds left on the Scarab. 2 wounds left on the Scarab. And it's the Scarab's turn to fight. So that is 4 attacks each space. So that is 8, 12. 12 attacks. And it's 4+. 4+, so that is, how many did go through? 4, 6 go through. Toughness, strength 3 versus toughness 4. It's a 3 versus 4, 5+. 5+. And we got 1 automatic hit, because it says that each time an attack is made with this weapon, an unmodified hit roll of 6 automatically wounds the target. Which means that this wounds automatically, and this... Oh no, actually no, they both hit, sorry. No, they both hit. What am I talking about? We were doing hit rolls on those. So that is 2 AP -0, so it's a 3+ on the save. 1 is safe and 1 is failed. So we are looking at 4 wounds left for the Psyker. 4 wounds left for the Psyker. And it's Necron's turn 1. Which means that the Scarab gain 1 wound because of living metal. let's move first our Royal Warden, which is a 6-inch move, and it's now so 12. Yeah, so it's within range. That means we have so rapid fire 2, so that is 4 dice at 3 plus. 3 plus. 3 go through, and it's strength 5 versus toughness 4. It's a 3 plus, and 2 go through. AP minus 2, so that is 5 plus. Is 1 save, 1 goes through, so that is 2 wounds. So we are down to 2 wounds. Wow, we're down to 2 wounds, and yeah, that's it. So now it's time for the scarabs. Scarabs is 12 dice, so 4, 8, 12. 12 dice, yeah. And it's on a 4 plus. Okay, so we got 3, 5, 6, 7 hits, no 6s, and it's 5 plus. And that is 3 go through, and 3 plus save. Oh my! Failed. 3, and he's dead. He's dead. Wow! He's dead. Alright, so yeah, dead. Okay, interesting outcome. At the end of the issue 11 now. Great issue. I think. I mean, yeah, you only get 1 mini, but I mean, it's a librarian which costs £20. It was a fun mini to paint and build. I got expectations to this. I got quite a few things magnetised there and everything. But all in all, I think it was a good issue. It's a great mini. I mean, it is a nice mini. Again, GW do great minis. Okay, in terms of lore, it was a bit short on lore. I mean, it was about Psychers, and the librarian gave us the battle records to kind of give him his name, sword, the name of war gear, and so forth. So yeah, it was short because obviously you need to build it and paint it, but it was okay. We're learning bit by bit about the Warhammer 40,000 universe. In terms of playthrough, again, that drip feeding us, which I kind of enjoy because, you know, I've been out of the game, of the hobby for a long time, and I wanted to get back into play and competitive play. So this is quite a good way to learn the 9th edition rules. So I kind of enjoy it. It was a win for the Necrons in this issue. So I mean, it was an Overlord and 3 Scarabs against the Librarian. So, you know, slightly unfair, but again, the Librarian didn't hold himself. So it's 6 wins to 5 for the Necrons. But yeah, I mean, we're learning about Psychic Phase and bit by bit. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. One last thing before you guys go. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like the video if you've liked it. If you don't like it, tell me why you didn't like it. What can I improve? And, you know, there's a thing. Press the like button. It helps me. You know, it helps the channel to grow. You know, the other ways you can help is by sharing it with people you know. Sharing it with people that might enjoy it. You know, and bring them to the channel. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so I'm the Painter Wookie. See you next time. Bye!